of describe the second half comeback. Did you light a fire under the guys at halftime, or just how did they react after coming out?
Yeah, I tried. I didn't think that first half. It was the tale of two halves. I thought the first half, uh, the defense played outstanding. It was the only reason why we were in that ball game. Um, so I told them at halftime to keep playing the way they were playing. And I told the offense they need to wake up because I just thought that we were very lethargic, very asleep, and just kind of going through the motions mentally, physically. I did not think the first half was very good from an offensive standpoint. Um, was very pleased with the way that they responded, though. And it was what it was. It was a tale of two halves. The second half, the offense, we started coming alive, started making some conversions, moving the football, and there later on in the second half, it became a deal where the defense was getting wore down, because of the way that they had played in the first half and the way that they continued to play early in the second half, and they just got wore down. And and then when you get to overtime, it's kind of like the playoffs. All bets are off. At that point, you're just trying to be the one that makes the play to end the game, and we didn't.
During that second half, was there a lot more opening up offensively? Obviously, you guys had a 10 times better half, but does their defense just have a little more holes in the second half?
No, I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest with you. We could not protect the quarterback in the first half. That number 9, we were having some issues with him. And you're gonna have to forgive me. I don't know him by name. I just know him by number. That's all I watched. That number 9, he's a sporty player, and we were having some issues with him. We had a true freshman in Quan Stallworth on him at the start of the game. We were trying to move some things. We tried to put the back on him as much as we could to try to take care of him. And then in the second half, all of a sudden Tony goes out. Tony Mays goes out, and we throw Looper in there. And Ben Looper's a guy who, he was a mid-year guy, hadn't got a whole bunch of reps. That was his first time playing. Okay, second to the last game of the season is his first time playing, and we throw him in there, and he's against number 9. Did a tremendous job. I'm very proud of him. So now all of a sudden you got Ben Looper and you got Quan Stallworth out there playing tackle for you. We went to the run a little bit, and found some things in the run, found some things off of some play action passes and things like that. But I think it was just a matter of our offensive kids. They just finally woke up. They decided to play. First half, we were not ready to play. I did not have them ready to play.
What kind of confidence does it give you and give the rest of coaches and players going into the last game of the season against Jacksonville State after playing pretty good football game?
I've always had a tremendous amount of confidence with this team. I'm gonna tell you, I've said this for a long time. There's a lot of things that we do wrong schematically. We're not in the right places a lot of times, and sometimes we're in places to make plays and we don't make plays and all that. But I'm gonna tell you what, that football team down in that locker room, they got a lot of gravel in their guts. They got a lot of gravel in their guts, and I'm very proud about that. For all of our shortcomings, playing hard is not one of them. I'm very proud of that, and they should have a lot of confidence. That was a good football team we just played, one of the top 25 in the land. And then next week to get to finish off, we get one more opportunity, and it just so happens that it's the number 1 team in the land. You can't ask for much more than that.
What's your take there on the last play?
Stupid decision by me. I went with a special. We'd used up just about everything on the call sheet 4 times over at that point. Hindsight's always 20/20, and just bad decision. It was there, but it was just a bad decision on my end to put the game in somebody's hand on a pass that never throws the ball. Stupid decision on my part.
Last possession of regulation, I believe you had all your timeouts, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Was there any particular reason you didn't use them to maybe try to set up to maybe get into Mitchell's field goal range?
I didn't want something bad to happen. Like I said, we were having a hard time protecting the quarterback. I couldn't just sit back there, drop back, and throw the ball because at that point I had Quan Stallworth, a true freshman. I had Ben Looper, who had never played, as my 2 tackles. And they were just rotating number 9. They were flipping him from right to left on both of those guys. and I didn't want to take the chance of dropping back to throw the ball and it get knocked out of our hand or something, or an interception, and then give them a chance because we were so far back. Now, if we were to return the kickoff and had a great return on the kickoff, it'd have probably been a little bit different. But because we were a little bit backed up, you know, and it's not like we were having a whole lot of success in the passing game up to that point, because we were having a tough time protecting the quarterback, and so I didn't want something bad to happen, so I played it a little bit safe. You know, I threw it the first time we got a completion, tried to throw it again the next play just on something quick hitter to see if it would pop, and then it didn't, so I just said, hey, let's run it, we'll play overtime and move on.